G'day guys, Morezy here. Welcome back to another episode of Morezy Plays Minecraft. This is episode 45. And there are some imposters up there. There's a skeleton and a enderman. And there must be areas for them to spawn up there, because I don't think they can get through that hole. Oh, there they go. So I'll have to investigate that. But anyway guys, what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing a few little things. I've got a really big plan in mind. Look at this load. Watch this. Ah, oh, heaps of them. There must have been about 6 there or more. Yeah, so I've got a bit of an idea of something that I want to do. It's going to be a big project, and I'm gonna give you a few hints. I feel like a lot of people would say the thing that I'm going to do would be the heart of most survival bases. It's a project that I'm going to do, and yeah, most people who play Minecraft would say that this particular thing is the heart of their base, and I like to think that that's the case. And that's all the clues I'll give you for the moment. But what I'm going to do now is run over to the desert and collect a bunch of sand, because I need to do some demolition. Guys, I worked it out. The mystery of the dead iron golems. It's this guy. Remember when I kept finding my iron golems had been killed? It's because of skeletons. The skeletons were spawning, and if they had a chance of getting feather falling, they would survive. And of course, without all the glass enclosed, you can actually climb up here quite easily without jumping. And they've obviously then seen the iron golems and shot them, and that's why they're just a pile of iron now. So, well, that's good to know, but it's certainly something we'll have to fix if we're going to have this on normal mob mode. So what I might do is, just for now, I might turn it back off again. There we go, send the item up. And that'll turn it back to witch mode only. And then we have to replace that golem, of course. But what are we going to do? We're going to have a look at this area down here. So we need to make some room down in here, and I've got a little bit of just one piece of TNT in here. No, 2 pieces. So we need to make some space under here, and this is going to be, this is what, directly under the middle right here. So we need to expand out in all directions by quite a few blocks, I guess. Yeah, quite a few. So I'm going to run around and lay some more TNT, and we'll come back with a little bit of a cleared area. There's also some mobs around here, so there might be a small little cave around here I haven't seen. So I'll keep going, and we'll come back in just a sec. Okay guys, so we're just doing some final touches here. We're going to try a bit of a controlled explosion, and we've got a whole bunch of TNT wired up here. Nice little network of it, and I'm just going over it one more time just to see anything that needs fixing, like that. And I might just put these up here just in case. So yeah, the idea here is we're going to set all these TNT off at once. We've got 2 3/4 stacks of TNT placed in here. And it's actually not going to make as big a hole as you would think, but I'm really hoping it's going to be nice and clean. And we need to get this going very shortly, because I've had about 3 creeper attacks so far, a couple of explosions. So far, none of them have set off the TNT, which is good, but I'm not looking forward to that happening again. So I need to get this set up here. Now what I've done, just to help with that a little bit, because you know when you use TNT, when you end up blowing up the hole, or blowing up all the rocks and making a big hole, you tend to have a lot of mobs spawn automatically, like right away. Oh, whoops. And as you can see up there, I've got a whole bunch of witches that I've let collect, and I'm hoping that will prevent the number of mobs that actually spawn when all the light, what do you want to call it? When all of the holes are made and there's lots of darkness around. So that is the plan. Alright guys, well I think we're ready to test this out and see how we go. We've got a bunch of redstone and repeaters that we're going to sacrifice, so it better work out well. And I think what I'm going to do, just in case things don't go to plan, I am actually going to run down here, because I've got a feeling it's going to be a interesting explosion. Anyway, let's see how this goes. So about 2.5 stacks of TNT all off at once. 3, 2, 1, and boom time. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Oh, nice. Hey, that worked out really well. Oh, look at this. This is... Oh, why am I putting that down? This is lovely and clean. Well, when I say clean, I mean there's no blocks floating around in the sky, which is exactly what I didn't want to happen. I mean, I didn't want blocks floating around in the sky. Okay guys, so I've cleaned this up just a little bit. I didn't want to do too much here because I really still don't know how far down I'm going, or you know, how wide it is or anything like that yet. There's some slimes around here. I forgot about that. That means there's going to be random slimes spawning in here all the time, which I'll have to come and clear out, otherwise they're going to affect my witch farm. Anyway, yeah, so if you haven't guessed already, what we're going to be building under here is the storage room. So I consider the storage room to be a pretty important part of your base. It should be pretty much central to everything, and it's going to be somewhere where you visit quite often. So I'm putting it under here because it's going to be central, so our base is going to extend out in all directions. So if we put it in here somewhere, it should be okay. I didn't want to put it right up there, so you might be able to see there's actually a tiny little... Here we are. So there's this little tiny room here, and then we've got that whole dugout down there. So this amount of space in here we're going to use for a few like mechanics and stuff that we aren't going to see. And also, I've talked about this before, but the height between the floor and here, this little area, this is going to be used for a bunch of different things as well. So we'll probably use that little space under here for some redstone signals that go for a long distance and all sorts of things like that. So because of that, I'm not too sure exactly if this is going to stay where it is or the way it is, but I thought I'd show you my idea anyway. Okay, so we've got some chests here, and what we're going to do is start off here in the middle, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put a trap chest. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then put a trap chest there. And what I plan on doing is making lots of these big circular chest configurations that we are going to use to store all our goodies in. And already I've made a mistake. What have I done wrong here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why. It needs to be one block further over here. There we go. So this is just for scale at the moment. As I said, I'm still just not sure if this is going to be big enough. I feel like I have to make it bigger, but this is the sort of size I'm looking at the moment, like that. So what we would do is have these guys probably stacked up almost all the way to the ceiling, provided we can still reach the top one, and we'd probably have this floor as half slabs and keep it quite dark. So we might only be able to go to that one there. But this would be all the way around, so it'll be bulk storage, and in the center here we're going to have a sorting system, and I'm still looking at which sorting system I'm going to use. The sorting system I made on my channel is really fast and cool, but it's really for a linear design, so straight lines. So with this curved one, we're going to throw a bit of a curve ball into the mix and see if we can get a sorting system that works in this configuration. Not only in a round configuration, but also having them stacked on top of each other like this. And I'm planning to have different items in all of these. So now this will all depend on whether I can find a sorting system that is suitable or whether I have to make one myself. I have seen recently Azumavoid was playing around with the storage system, and I know Tango Tech had a really cool one, and they both used the method of filling up the chest with items that you want, and that way no other items can get inside unless they're the ones that you actually want. Like that. Which means you can ultimately configure it any way you like, and only those items will be able to enter the chest. But there's a few issues with it. It's a little bit slow, and it's very noisy. So that's something we're going to have to investigate and see what we can come up with. Now this is just one of these storage cells. I'm planning on having probably either 5 or 6 of these in that shape and in that height. So one in the middle, one at each corner. And if not each corner, I might do like a round geometric pattern maybe. Something really big and impressive, because I really want this storage room to really just, you know, speak for itself when you come down here. So that is the plan. I'm reluctant to keep building on this at the moment, just because, as I said, I'm not too sure where we're stopping and starting yet. But that is the idea, and certainly if you guys know of some sorting systems that would suit this arrangement, let me know. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to sort of Frankenstein a couple of different designs together to get it to work the way I want it. So preferably something silent, and preferably something fast. So that is in a perfect world, of course. But I'm going to leave this like this for the moment, and we'll go have a look at something else. Okay guys, so here we are back over at the Halo tree farm, and a lot of you seem to like this last episode, so I'm really happy about that. But she's looking a little bit boring, and the roof isn't finished yet either, so I thought we'd do a little bit of work here and see if we can get it looking a little bit nicer. So I'm going to go in and farm some more of this spruce wood, and hopefully have enough to continue. So give me a little bit here and we will come back and start building the roof on this thing. Okay guys, so I got some spruce wood and I also got some dark oak wood, and I think what we're going to do for the roof on this thing is we're going to try a Skillion with a lean-to. Now for those that don't know, a Skillion roof is ones that sort of go up at an angle like that, and the lean-to sort of will come up to the side of that. And I think the way we're going to do it is have this one up here, and then this side is going to come up that way into the side. Should look like a pretty cool roof, I hope. And we just have to work out a few details, I suppose. Let's see. First thing is I've got to get up there somehow. Let's be maybe a little bit creative here. Let's see if we can clear this out. I wonder if I can get up there and throw an ender pearl while I'm up there. That would be interesting. Let's try it. Oh, I made it. Awesome. Okay, so we've actually got quite a bit of room here. There's quite a lot of empty space, but that's okay. Alright, let's jump up here first. So we'll probably use, I think, some half slabs. And we'll start the half slabs off to the side, probably by 2 slabs, I think. And then we'll go up and over. This part here we'll do taller. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go up by We'll have to work out how high this half slab thing is going to go, won't we? So if we count how many blocks we are from here, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'll go up 5 blocks high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll actually come up to that point there. We could probably even do it the other way around because this doesn't need as much room. Just thinking out aloud here. What I might do is I might just do a few little designs and we'll come back and see what you guys reckon. Okay guys, so there's my Skillion roof with the lean-to on it. It doesn't look too bad, it's not quite what I wanted. I think this side here needs to be a bit higher. You can see I've missed 2 blocks off there as well. And I've missed that middle part, so I've got to fix up that. I feel like the whole front is boring though. We need to put in maybe some windows or something cool like that. And I made one mistake in here. Let's see if you can tell what it is. Yeah, it's completely full of mobs right now because I put the roof on. They've just been spawning like crazy up there. They've been spawning like crazy. I think they've even damaged some stuff, so that is not good at all. So I'll have to get rid of these guys. Let's maybe jump up and see if we can see how many are in there. So yeah, I just ended up doing half slabs all the way across the roof. And here we go, let's have a look, see how bad it is. We get spiders right off the bat. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of creepers and skeletons. Oh man, I can see myself having to rebuild this thing due to all these creepers exploding. Look at them all. Oh, and there's a skeleton jockey there as well. Spider jockey. Oh man. Alright, definitely got to fix that up. I'll have to put in some nice bright lights up there, I think. Do I even dare jumping in there? I don't know. I'm scared. Alright, we're doing it. We're going to jump in there, guys. We are going to jump in and hopefully survive. Let's put away some of this decent stuff. Or maybe not all of that. Okay, let's hold on to this. Alright, let's do it. No fear. Okay, lots of fear. Yes, lots of fear. Okay, those guys are fighting each other, that's cool. Please don't blow up all my intricate redstone. These guys are fighting, that is a bonus. That is a bonus. As long as they don't shoot any creepers, I'll be fine. Okay, they're shooting each other. No stray arrows, please. Okay, let's see if we can... Yeah, this is quite dark. I might just knock this out, and then I can maybe put some light into here. Creepers are going to be the hard ones. Yeah, the creepers are going to be the hard one. I don't know, I don't think I'm going to risk this. Okay, well luckily I've managed to corral these guys all the way down into this little corner. I should be able to kill most of them, which is good. There are still just a couple guys wandering around in there, but I think we're going to be alright. So I'm going to grab the glowstone that I had, which is on the roof still, and going to run around and light up some of that area, and we'll be back very shortly. Okay guys, well I finished lighting up inside the Halo tree farm over there, so hopefully we won't have so much problems with mobs. And I think that'll about do it for today's episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the things we did, and hopefully you like the way that we're going to be doing this storage room. Let me know what you think about here, about the storage room and the shape and size and things. And as I said, we'll probably have the same thing over this side and over the other side. And if you do know of any sorting systems that are going to work in this configuration, please let me know, because I'll check them out and see whether they are good enough to use. And even if they're not, I might be able to use some of the concepts and design my own one, which I tend to do a lot with my sort of creations that I come up with. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you again next time.